The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Arizona State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Gage. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He'll pull it on the read. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will sound shot. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Across the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Street. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Vidi Vidi Vici Richie. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Leaves it with the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's complete to the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Makes a man miss. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Arizona has it in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Arizona State 14, Arizona 10.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He's right on target. That's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. On first down from their own 22. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man in the middle. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it to the back on the screen, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up.
At the 28. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He finds his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the run, it's Bryant. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. He leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the...
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On second down, just keeps firing. Pulls it in, it's Gage. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Offense gets set for second down. On the ground, it's Gage. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Cantrell. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Running back goes in motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Snap from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. It's caught. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. He wants to throw it again. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bryant.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Hauls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The give. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. They'll try to pop the draw. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the offense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Arizona. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Arizona State, 20.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Quarterback on the keeper. Discards a man. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're working that left side. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Dumps it to the back. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The Wildcats are indeed bearing down as Arizona stretches the lead.
Arizona's making plays, and you're starting to see the speed on this roster show itself, David.
Yeah, making plays, performing at a high level, especially against a rival. This is impressive by this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on 1st down. On target to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Street. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
27.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
The quarterback takes a knee.
Number 16 on to kick it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They'll throw it on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.